What's going on, guys? It's Zero bringing you a Titanfall gameplay. We're playing Attrition. Sorry, I really don't remember the name of the map. I'm using the k.e.m SMG, but I do use a few burn cards to use some more powerful versions of some different guns. Titanfall, man, what can I say? You know, all the maps are pretty good. The game is still fast-paced as it was in beta. It's still a lot of fun. It's actually even more fun now that there's more unlocks and more things to do. It's just, you know, it's definitely lived up to the hype. The only thing that I wish I would have known was if I would have known that the 360, or no, excuse me, not the 360, but if I would have known they were putting out a version of the 1 that included Titanfall for the price that I paid for the 1, I would have just waited. You know, that's, now they're giving away Forza 5, I believe, if you buy an Xbox One, and they're, you know, have that Titanfall bundle. And I just, you know, I guess I could get it from a marketing standpoint, why companies, you know, that are trying to get more customers will offer you know, things to new subscribers or new customers, but it kind of honestly just feels like a little bit of a kick in the face to the people who actually had already bought it, to the people who supported them, you know, from the beginning, from when the game or when the system came out. It just kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I'm really not a big fan of when companies do that. You know, I didn't get an Xbox One until late. You know, there were people who had the day 1 edition, like my brother. I mean, he bought the game he bought the system the day that it came out. So, because he was loyal to Microsoft, and because he, you know, bought it as soon as the system was available, he gets nothing extra. Whereas people who haven't bought it, who are just now getting around to getting it, are getting 2 free games with it. And it's just, you know, I've never understood that. If you're going to offer that to new customers, then why aren't you offering it to your existing customers, the people who have already been supporting you? That's, you know, that's just my opinion. Like I said, I understand why they do it. You have to, you know, they're trying to get more of a user base because Sony's kind of been kicking their ass. But, you know, treat the people who have been with you the longest, treat them just as well, if not better, than your new customers. I mean, to me, that just seems like common sense. But like I said, I guess I do understand a part of the reason why they do it. It just doesn't seem all that fair to the people, like I said, to the people who've been supporting them the entire time. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I am sorry that I haven't put out a video in a few days. There has been some forced overtime at work because, you know, I guess people just don't like doing their jobs. You know, people keep calling off, and, you know, the job that I work at, if somebody calls off and isn't available for a shift, we have to have coverage for that shift. It's not an option to not have somebody there, and a lot of times we have to maintain certain staffing levels. So if there's supposed to be 2 people on shift, then it's really rare that we can get by with 1 person on shift. So, you know, people decide they don't want to do their jobs, so then other people have to pick up the slack. You know, it's just like, it's pretty much the same way everywhere. You know, somebody at your job doesn't do their job, then you're going to have to pick it up. The only difference is with my job is that if nobody's, you know, if somebody calls off, somebody has to cover that shift. So I do apologize for the lack of videos for the past few days, but unfortunately it's not really something I can control. I mean, I don't want to just, you know, come home at 6 a.m. getting off work and then throw up a crappy video just to have one. That's not my style. I'd rather put up no video than a bad video. Hopefully you guys understand. Titanfall came out Monday night. I played it probably about 5 hours since. You know, I'm noticing a distinct lack of free time. Between the dog and work and my girlfriend and everything, it's just video games. I just don't have as much time for them as I did before the dog. And, you know, that's okay, because I really love that dog. So I'll definitely take a decrease in video game time to keep her. But it is kind of making my videos suffer just a little bit. But, you know, I'll work it out. I'll figure it out. I'll find a balance. Sometimes it just takes a while to get everything together. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, been playing a lot of Diablo 3 lately, actually, on the PC. They put out a new patch. I don't know how many of you guys are Diablo fans, or how many of you could give a shit less, but, you know, I've been a Diablo fan since Diablo 1. And Diablo 3, when it came out, was fun but kind of disappointing because it really didn't feel like a Diablo game. Well, they recently put in something they call Loot 2.0 in preparation for their upcoming expansion. And basically, Loot 2.0 means that you'll get loot that's more it's kind of more weighted towards your class. Like, for example, if you're playing a wizard, then you're going to want gear that has intelligence on it. So you'll have a better chance of finding gear with intelligence. And honestly, it feels like a different game now. I mean, the fact that you can actually, find gear that you can use. You can actually find upgrades again. Whereas before, really the only place to find upgrades, since the drops were completely random and the stats on them were completely random, you'd basically have to go to the auction house for upgrades. Thankfully, they've changed that. The game is amazingly fun again, so I've been playing it quite a bit lately. And then when Reaper of Souls comes out, I'm sure I'll be playing it more. So as of right now, there's 3 games that I'm really, really into. One is COD Ghosts, which I'll be doing a video about the Ripper later. If you guys haven't tried it yet, for those of you on the PS4, for those who don't have the Season Pass, the gun is ridiculously good. It's a submachine gun / assault rifle, and it has submachine gun handling. Pretty much, even if you put it into assault rifle mode, and you put it into assault rifle mode basically just by flipping a sight up on the gun. It's not an attachment or everything. You have to put on standard on the gun. You still have the submachine gun's movement speed, the submachine gun's ADS speed, and the submachine gun's hip fire. So the gun is ridiculously strong, and I'll be putting out a video with it sometime soon. But what I'm thinking of, I'm definitely going to be doing Call of Duty videos and Titanfall videos. What I would really like to do, and what I'm probably going to do, maybe just not that often, is since I'm having such a blast playing Diablo 3, and especially once the Diablo 3 expansion comes out, Reaper of Souls, I probably want to start doing some Diablo 3 videos as well. I have Diablo 3 on the PC, I don't have it on the 360. And I believe Reaper of Souls is coming out for the PS4. I think it is. But I don't believe I'll be buying it for the PS4. I'll probably still be playing PC, so I'll probably throw in a Diablo 3 video every now and then as well. So, my channel is still going to be the majority Call of Duty and Titanfall. I got known, quote unquote known, playing first person shooter games, playing Call of Duty, so I'm not going to completely switch it up. I may expand it a little bit. I don't think you guys will mind watching Titanfall gameplay, because I think Titanfall is very, very interesting to watch, as well as extremely fun to play. So Call of Duty and Titanfall definitely, and probably some Diablo thrown in there every now and then, just because I'm having such a blast playing the game. And like I said, I don't want to play a game that I don't enjoy playing, because I think that once you start doing that, you're not going to have fun playing the game, obviously. You're not going to make good videos, because how can you really get excited and want to make a video about something you don't like? But since I am having such a good time playing Diablo, I will probably make some videos of that. Xbox's new party features, by the way, for the Xbox One are much, much improved. They're a lot better than they were. They're still not perfect, but it's night and day. And see, I thought that he had jumped out there, and I mean, he played that really well. He bent down so that I would think he jumped out, so I'd get off the rodeo, and then he was still in there and just went right on. So that was a really good play by him. But the party features are much, much better. They're not perfect still, but they're a ton improved. I mean, the party features on the Xbox One previously were awful. I mean, call a spade a spade. They were stupid. I can't believe that they actually released the party in the state that they did. I mean, it was horrible. But they have fixed a pretty good bit of it. It feels a lot better now. The controller upgrade, actually, I don't know if it's only for Titanfall or if it's for everything. I haven't played COD Ghost since Titanfall came out, but the controls on Titanfall feel much, much tighter. They feel better now since there is the controller upgrade, or the controller update. So that's a good thing. The One's controller is always giving me a little bit of fits because of how loose I feel the sticks are. It's give me a PS4 controller on the Xbox One, and I would do so much better than I do with the Xbox One controller. I just think the PS4 controller, and that's completely personal opinion, I think the PS4 controller is a much better controller. You guys will probably, PS4 guys will probably agree, Xbox One guys will probably disagree, but keep in mind, I'm coming from the 360 to the One and to the PS4, so I prefer the PS4 controller now. After being 360 exclusively last console generation. Well, guys, that's it for this video. Until next time, this is Zero saying, I'll catch you on the flip side.